Hello, friends. We are live and alive. How are you doing tonight on the Crypto Happy Hour? It is Friday, March 19th, is something said up there. Let's have a look at the charts. Here we go to BTC USD. On the 4-hour time frame, we are making our way up there. We have support at the 58131.09. And how are we doing up there? We're just above that 12-day moving average. Looking pretty good. And resistance up there at the 59.015. We have a whole new lineup for the altcoins here, so we're going to try that tonight. So wish me luck. Let's move on to ETH on the 4-hour time frame here. We're right here in a really tight consolidation mode. And if you've been following this channel, we are in the evaluate zone. Right here in the middle of the evaluate zone, so we have the support at the 1814.28 and resistance at 1830.87. And I'll show you how we get that. We go to the 1 hour, and you can see there 2600 day in good shape. So we do have some potential for the upside momentum. Let's keep scooting down. Very efficient now. BNB USD, Binance Coin. Looking at here at support at the, let's move this one up there. There we go. 262.93. And we're going to look for resistance up here at the, there you go, 266.719 for BNB USD, I should say. Moving on to Cardano, ADA USD. Here we go. We have the support level. We'll move that right down there at the 1.2793. Still trying to get it, but you see these 2 wicks on the top candles at 1.35603. Trying to get through that evaluation zone, I should say. And let's move on. Moving on to DOT USD. That was a pregnant pause for you folks that are in the movies and such. Here we go. I'm going to try not to talk as much as I usually do, because all you want is the number. So 37.579 support. And we have the resistance up here at the 39.031 for PolkaDot DOT USD. Going down to now LTC USD. Litecoin's been in a sideways kind of configuration. As you see, we took a position here underwater at the moment. Not worried about it. As we anticipate it to come down here, we'll take a little bit more position there. And so we have support at the 199.99. Guess what that is? $200 psychological mark. And then resistance up there at the 205.11 for LTC USD. Moving on to LNK Link or Chainlink. There we go. Looking down at the 29.929 support. You can see this 12-day moving average up here. 26 coming up there, so we're starting to shape up here with the Chainlink trade. Just barely pushed up into the sales target, but we'll be patient. We'll have another shot at it. We think. Yeah, there we go. Resistance at let's go to the 1 hour, and then we'll squish that down. There we go. You can see on the 1 hour time zone, 26-day right here, moving average, and LNK USD 30.179 resistance. Support down here holding very strong at the 29.92. Moving on to Stellar XLM USD. Push down through the 100-day moving average. That's raising some flags. And then let's go, we'll dial into 30-minute here, see if we can find some more support levels. Thank you for your patience. There we go. There's a support level at 0.0395247. And we'll have to get that resistance level there at the 3.398611 for XLM USD Stellar. Moving on to the Doge. Always anticipating sideways trading. So if you're trading in intermediary here in between these things, good for you. Not for me though, because it's very, very unpredictable. So we have the resistance up at the 0.059233 and support at, there we go. Yeah, we got some support just above this 100-day moving average there at the 0.05796 for DOGE, the Doge. Moving on to Vechain, VET, USD. Let's dial in here. We're still on the 30-minute. We don't want to move that around, though. There we go. Give me a sec. There we are. Going out to the 4 hour. So as we can see, we got up through the sales target, and you saw the indicators on the previous, the morning, crypto morning show. So we are looking at support. Let's dial in a little bit further there. There we go. And thank you for your patience. So support down here at right on this 26-day moving average. Trying to hang on to that. There we go. And resistance. So support 0.08086. Resistance up there at the 0.0836 for VET USD. Moving on to VTHO U. Wait, what was that? VTHO USD. Apologize there. Gonna have to dial in here. Give me a sec. There we are. Support at 0.0122. Made need those decimals, and then resistance right here to encounter 0.0126. That is VTHO USD. Vethor. Moving on to Phil, FIL USD. Filecoin. We'll go back to the 4 hour here. Yeah, we're right in this tightening range here, bouncing around here. So support holding at the 80.797 and resistance at the 85.16. Field bouncing around trying to consolidate. So we're right here in this like no trade zone. So keep eye on the field. Moving on to IOTA. Internet of Things. Pretty much the same here, folks. Going sideways, so we can kind of massage this up here. Looking up there at the 1.37266. Support holding steady at the 1.3143. No volume. RSI straight up sideways. So IOTA taking a rest. Let's move on to comp, CONP USD. Here we go. You can see my entry here. We are in the buy target here. And let's zoom into the 1 hour quickly. There we go. And we have looking for, okay, let me just move that around. Sorry about that. Support to hold at these double bottom wicks right here at the 435.59. Resistance coming up into play right there on the climb up at the 439.84. Looking okay there. As you can see, I may want to mention I do have a stop down here, which I've set a timer. If we come down to here, I will exit the trade. But meanwhile, all in good shape for CONP USD. Let's move on to basic attention coin. Got up here into the evaluate. Let's consider what we're doing here. Failed. And sitting here with low volume, so we're just kind of cruising around here. Let's find you. We are on the 1 hour time zone. 1 hour time frame. There we go. Sorry, folks. It's been a long day. So support down there at the 1.166. Looking at resistance up there at the 1.248 for BAT USD. Basic getting attention coin. So let's move on to Ethereum Classic. So I've added this one back. A lot of folks have, I don't know, differing opinions for Ethereum Classic, what have you. So I do maintain a position, full disclosure, on this one. So I did jump into a trade. As you can see, I am $7 hairs underwater here. Not a problem because support is sitting down here at the 12.09 and resistance up there at the 12.595. Is all these moving averages we are on the 1 hour here trying to resolve themselves and sitting pretty there. And what I'll do, you see down here I have this little timer. If we hit the, what is that, stop, 12.0444, I will trigger stop and be out of this particular trade for ETC USD, Ethereum Classic. Let's move on to Mana, MANA, cruising around the 50-day, not the 50, the 50% retracement. We'll have to adjust this 1 second here for you. Yep, there we go. Support down at the 0.9418. And let's bring the resistance down now. We are on the 1 hour. So climbing back up. Watch that 100-day moving average. And then we have the 1226 there. So right at the $1 hair mark for MANA USD. Moving on to ZIL. Zil. What's the name of that thing? It is Zilliqa. Looking pretty strong here for Zil. We managed to get all the way up from, let's bring the cursor back to the real screen here. Yeah, there we go. Way up through the sales target. You had a second chance to get out. And now we're just kind of going sideways here for Zil. Consolidation mode at the 0.178443. And we can tighten up that. Yeah, we can do that a little bit more as we are in the 1 hour. Yeah, you're going to get resistance here on the, let's switch out here, 4 hour, you can see it more clearly. There we go. There we are, right up there. Banging away in this consolidation mode here, sideways. And your resistance level is the 0.1847 for ZIL USD. Trying to move on quickly. It's Friday night. As you can see, I took this trade. I'm underwater on this one. Shit happens. Try to get in there a little bit late to the party for, what is that one? NU USD. So, looking at support at the 0.58000. We have the 12, the 26. 12 is on top. So trying to make our way up, increasing volume, RSI is in good shape. That's why I took this trade. So I got in a little bit late to the party. Okay, and you see my stop down here at the 0.5, what is that guy? 0.56277. Gonna ride this thing out with anticipation for the upside potential for NU USD. Let's go on to NMR. NMR made it down to the buy zone, back up to this area here. Let's zoom into the 1 hour. 26 and 12 are about to cross, so that's good shape for NMR. We'll get you your support level. No, that's resistance. So resistance is going to be right there on the tops of these two candles here at the 55.459. And now we can move our support levels up to where they belong, just underneath the 1226. And we'll set them right here on the body of that candle at the 53.8277. NMR USD. Trying to move forward. GRT, USD, UC. We got up here into the buy zone. I took the trade, and it did not work out too well. So that shit happens. So I got in there at the 1.722. Came down. We do have support at the 1.680. And I have my stop. You see the alert here. Down here at the 1.67. So if I stop out, that would be like a 2% loss or something like that. So pulled the trigger a little early because everything was moving up. And that's how it works out, folks. GRT USD. Let's get you the resistance. As you can see, all of this 100-day, 12-day moving average here on the 1 hour, giving us grief at the 1.708 for GRT USD. Let's look at Uniswap. I'm going to zoom out to the 4 hour for you. Uniswap, big giant candle all the way up to the top. That makes it hard to trade. Everybody's worrying about getting in there. So there we are. Resistance. We'll go to the 1 hour. Tight range here for UNI USD. Support down at the 33.04. Resistance at the 33.908. Got into the overbought. Had to come down and cool off for UNI USD. Let's go on to AAVE. We'll zoom out for you here on the 4 hour time frame. Made it to the buy zone, so we are in the trade. So far, we are down $28.50. Not worried about it. Let's get the support and resistance. So resistance sitting there at the 377.292. Support sitting all over these, the 1226 moving average at 369.417. Stop loss is hanging down here to the 358.79 for AAVE. Let's move on to MKR USD. MKR did manage to get all the way up into the sales target, back down to in the evaluation. Hey, let's take a look at it. And then we need to massage these numbers just a little bit for you there. 100-day falling through that, so we may have some more pain to come. So we're going to look down at the 2084.58. Resistance up there at the 2134. Falling through this 100-day moving average, folks, and we have light volume. So watch that if you're in this trade for MKR USD. Moving on into NFTs, non-fungible tokens, audio specifically. Bouncing around here, we have the 1226 cross in our favor, but the 100-day is still lingering up there. So support is sitting there at the 1.5108. And we can bring resistance down here. We've seen 2 occasions right up there at the 1.55898. Resistance for audio. Let's move on to cheese. I haven't have this one mapped out. It's brand new. I just added it, so bear with me there, folks. As you can see, we came all the way down to the 100-day moving average here on the 1 hour chart. 12 crossed over the 26. So we'll get this one mapped out for you in the morning. But pretty much sideways for this particular one. CHZ as in zebra, USD. Head on down to Theta. Theta is the Theta Network. Fell through our support here at the, what is that, the 0.382 fib retracement. So we're going to go down more than likely to the 8.11 and resistance up there at the 8.47 for THETA USD. Last one, ENJ USD. Let's go out to the 4 hour. Show you this one is just, it's just banging around this 50% retracement and very tight range. We have the 2.435 and the 2.560 resistance for ENJ. And to wrap it all up, folks, for me, it's going to be the BTC.D. That is Bitcoin dominance, pretty much sideways, slightly down at the 6.153. And then we'll have a look at the total crypto market cap is at, yeah, almost sideways there. As we go into the weekend at the 1.762 $1,762,000,000,000. That's a shitload of numbers. So there we go. I'll sit here in the chat for a few minutes if you want to throw something in there. Meanwhile, still green. Just a tip for you. Watch those stop losses over the weekend. Folks tend to get a little bit of skittish. They just spent all their stimulus check on crypto, so they're very likely to sell at any indication of weakness. Just a heads up here from the crypto happy hour. I'm going to go have some fun. I hope you can as well. Good night, everybody. Like, subscribe. Doesn't matter, but just start clicking a bunch of shit. It will really help me out. Have a good evening. We'll see you in the morning, 10 a.m. Have a great day.